You know what? Forget about this placeholder loading screen nonsense. One of these days I'll make a new one. I mean, I'll make a real one. But for now, let's just start. Yeah, okay. I mean, start early, but whatever, because nobody's watching anyways live. Okay, yeah. So, hello. Let's start the meeting. So, yeah. Today we might or may not have a shorter meeting, depending on, I mean, shorter stream, because well, there is this I mean, there are some things happening at 6, which I mean, not 6, at 8, which I might not want to go. Chances are I probably won't finish by 8 and I'll be in the middle of this. In that case, I would just, keep going. So, yeah. But, yes. So, I guess I can also make all the Tico jokes Tico puns that I can make today because this thing is called, as you can see from the title, this thing is called TCL or Tool Command Language. Basically, it is a very terrible programming language to work with, as you might or may not have figured out since the last two meetings, where I thought this was going to be easy, and it turns out it's not because everyone's very ticklish. Okay, good. But yeah, I mean, there's that. So we are just going to do a bit of more programming and talk about, I don't know, about my senpai, I guess, because he actually knows what he's doing. And then he actually told me how to fix my bug. So let's try that, and then we can see where to go from this. Okay. So, I mean, hopefully this is going to be a solution of, this is going to be the answer of life's greatest questions. Um, yeah, I'm on step 3. So here's step 4. I want to say that, well, if I can find a thing, I will, but let's see if I can even find a thing here. Yeah. But besides that, I don't know how are you guys doing. Um, yeah, I feel like it is a bit, how should I say it? Well, yeah, I feel like I kind of don't really want this like programming thing to be the only thing I do on stream, but then I also feel like this is it's hard to find a balance, you know. Or I guess this might be fine. So I guess at least this kind of programming is okay-ish because I don't know if it's okay actually, but this is looking slightly more impressive. Well, I'm not sure about impressive, but there are more interesting things on the screen right now than literally just nice and lines of code. And I'm actually playing the GUI right now, since I actually am clicking on things and scrolling through things, which is I mean might not be a bit more fun to look at. Or maybe you guys are not even looking at this. At least I know I probably would not. I probably, I mean, I don't know how you guys consume content. I usually just, put this kind of thing on the background and work on my own stuff. Yeah. So, but anyways, let's see. So, click and then edit on IP packager. Where is IP packager? Am I looking at the correct thing? Um, Let me see. So right click this thing, this very fun. Wait, I'm not clicking the right thing. That's why. But no, I mean this is not full, not a full solution. Huh? No, that's not the right thing, right? Oh, maybe it's this. Yeah, it looks like correct thing. So I right click it, and then I say IP packager. Yeah, this is the very old what is it called? Very old terminology using the term IP for this kind of things. But still, where is? Do I double click it? I don't. Am I looking at the right component? Axis, SG, mal8, whatever. Yeah, okay. So right click. I don't want that. Right click and then, well, I mean, if this doesn't work, then this will be a very short stream because I'll get stuck and I will, and I'll quit. Yeah, I feel like this is also the unlucky thing about these things. I've been streaming this because I thought this is gonna be boring and very repetitive, like do it by myself. without chatting or doing anything in parallel. I thought this is an easy task which I could just do while chatting, and that's why trying to stream this so much. And every time I do this, I just gave get stuck and gave up. And now that's why this stream is currently titled the way it is, because this thing actually makes me sad. Let me see. Right click this and then click edit in. Well, huh? Am I looking at the correct thing? I have a feeling I'm not looking at the correct thing here. Block design. Right click this in block design and then go to IP packager. So I cannot find IP packager. What on earth? No, but I know it was there when I was looking at my senpai's what is it called when he was doing it. What is going on? Hmm? Do I really need to go to the other branch to do this? That is slightly annoying. Wait, yeah, let me maybe check that. If I click on something else, like if I click on the actual IP, do I get IP packager? If I click on the actual IP, I get, yeah, but then let me see. Let me see. Right click this and click edit in IP packager. Click IP sources in the sources tab. Or unless the thing is already there, let me see. No, right? Oh, wait. Am I looking at the correct thing? This is XCSG marks something or the other. No, I mean this should be. I'm actually because this is not what it is, right? Because this is not. Oh, okay, fine. So I guess what I have to do is to go back to the what is it called? Okay, yeah, this is slightly frustrating, but we can deal with it, I think. So what do we do here? We first delete some test duplicate test benches. Okay, and then I pd no, I don't want to save this, right? And then I delete some duplicate test benches, and then I do what? I go back to a stable thing. So I go back, let me see. What was the, I think this one was stable, right? So I check out here and then I try this again, right? Uh, okay. Wait, what? Huh, oh, wait, what? Sure, whatever. Yeah, so, okay, so I guess I mean maybe I can first say the ideal scenario in my head, and then I can say why is it never going to happen. The ideal scenario is that I just do this until 8 p.m. I finish by 8, and I go out and eat while kind of while instead of being on this side, being on the other side of streaming, just watch the stream of the of Ina, because she's doing Pokemon. But then I feel like I was saying, I feel like by 8 we're gonna be so deep into this that I don't think we're gonna have a good stopping point at 8. So I don't think that's going to happen. So I probably just keep doing this until I don't know, until whenever this is done or whenever I'm hungry, and then we go eat and go from there. Yeah. So let me see here. I want to go here, and then there is the correct thing that we want to do, right? So this is what X is this what SG max 8 this or that. Yeah, okay, so I want to do this. Then I want to edit an IP packager. And then I do click IP sources. Yeah, this is it is what it is. Okay, why can I not make this well, I need to make this smaller before I make the other thing bigger. Okay, then right click this and click upgrade. Okay, upgrade. Okay, does it say skip? Oh, there is what is it called? Um, do I care? Maybe I don't care, right? Okay, so I mean he did say to skip, so I have this. That solves the one of the problems. So now I want to actually do the same before I go back to follow the next step. I want to go back to where I was and yeah, how do I go back? Is there a way for me to go back out of this what is it called IP packager? Um this is so I just need to open the other thing. Or maybe I just close and reopen, right? So, I mean, this is a really convoluted way of doing it, but so be it. And then does this put me at the at where I want to? It does not. It just puts me in the middle of nowhere. Right? Yeah, let me see. So I guess I will have to open. Let me see. Open tab again. Ew. Can I switch to it? How do I switch to it? Project manager. If I close this, then do I? Oh, then I have this. Okay. So then, that is max 8. And I want to do the other thing before I hopefully get to the fun part where I get to chat while doing this. Let me see. So edit an IP packager. I mean, I guess, yeah, you can see this is getting slightly repetitive and getting maybe slightly more interest. You've got to be kidding, right? Oh, IP sources, yeah. And then I upgrade this as well. And then I skip this. And then I can now, I now I should be able to close everything. So, okay, yeah. So now I do this. And then okay, then what do I have? I have this, and then let me just close everything that I don't need. So now I have these two very important things, and I want to keep both of these, I think. Oh, these are, wait, what? Oh, wait, huh? Let me think. So you have this, and then you have, you need to rename them, right? So I will have to, well, are these in the right folder? No, right? These are, I mean, the correct folder is here. So I want to move this. Right, okay. Let me go turn the light. I'll be right back. Okay, light is on. Excellent. So let's see what's going on here. It says well, okay, so these are gone, and then it says output. How much of this should I? Oh, there's a lot of changes. Not sure how much of this should I worry about. I mean, I should worry about some of them, but maybe I should just pretend I don't worry about any of them. Okay. So now I want to do what? I want to say that I want to move this to well axis SG mix marks this or that. So axis what? Axis SG mix marks 8 V1. Okay, so I copy this over, and then I also copy this over to axis sgmarks8. Okay, and then I say that okay, I need to rename this to well, maybe to the thing that he's just suggested. This would be yeah, instead of 0, I just replace the 0 part with with name. Okay, and same here, replace the 0 part with oh, this is not the right name because this is that. So okay, now I want to commit, I guess. Well, I want to what I want to say that add or I don't know, generate updated DDS compiler. Um, oh, of course. Okay, so okay, so what do I do now? Now I want to say that how do I create a okay, so now things are detached. Okay, so I've gone okay, git question. I did I did what? Git check out to an earlier commit and now have detached the detached head, detached head, and then and I made a commit from there. Now I want to merge this new commit to the back onto my latest back onto the tip of my branch. How do I? What are some clean ways to do this? Do I first make this? Do I first make this detached head into a proper branch and merge as usual, or yeah, good. Wow, this requires actual thinking. That's surprising. Okay, yeah. Let me see. Mm, yeah, okay. So the first step is the stem, and then I do there's like always merge or cherry pick. There's this base thing that I don't know if I want to do actually. I mean that's the cleanest way, of course. Let me see. Let me see. Or maybe that is what I want to do. No, right? No, let's not. I mean, I'm going to merge. No, I mean, I don't want to. Okay, yeah, sure, whatever. What? DDS compiler. XCI, and then what? Git rebase final HDL black box, and then I cannot. What did I name the darn thing? Okay, and then what? Um, Git switch. Oh, let's just check out, right? So git switch spinal black box, and then git what merge, and then I think this is FF only by default. I hope it is. So what DDS something? Like naming convention makes me incredibly sad. I mean, everything makes me sad, but this is, just one of them. Okay, good. So now if this, now what do I do? Now I take this very nice, well, now I have both this and that. I want to, well, I mean, there's so much I need to do. Well, first, I need to flatten this, for example, and do a lot of other things. What's going on here? Wait a moment here. This shares so much, and this is going to actually destroy me, isn't it? Yeah, I feel I'm actually going to be completely destroyed by this. Oh man. I mean, there are duplicates, and all of these duplicates is going to be the end of me. Um, Unless these duplicates are the exact same thing, if they contain the same thing, then maybe it's fine. There's million of these. Um, you know what? One step at a time. This is fine. So I want to go into Let me see. Yeah, I feel like this is figure out how to make this more entertaining, or I don't know. I was hoping that I would quickly get out of the part that requires brain power and then go into the part where I can chat about, that I can do while chatting. But apparently this thing is just so much of a headache. Yeah, that and like I was saying, this is already throwing off the balance between this kind of boring content and music stuff. The other things that I've been trying to actually practice Hana no To like every other day or something, and then I just don't get it right. Uh, but I mean that is just something I need to figure out by myself. Later I just stream something else, or I don't like Silk Song or some other stuff. Huh? What are you talking about? Um, but then this is why is this the case? Okay, so now DDS compiler 0 in DDS compiler exists as what is it called? Let me see. Oh, now this is. Let me see. Yeah, I feel I'm just going to propagate like a million changes. From this is going to be huge headache. But okay. So I replace this with this in DDS compiler, this or that. Yeah, this is like the most unfun thing to be watching, I know. But yeah, I wonder. Maybe I should watch a couple programming streams by other people to figure out how to really make this interesting, because I feel like I don't have. I need some inspirations. Like there's gotta be some ways to make this interesting, but I'm not. I mean, I can try to just describe what I'm doing, but that is like the most boring thing ever. But I guess maybe that is also why people don't really watch coding streams, or why Vito doesn't do coding streams, because Vedo didn't. Yeah, I think it's pronounced Vedo, even though he did like Neurosama thing. I guess he did do some coding streams, but a bit less now. Yes, his situation with Annie is sad. Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I feel like there is always negative things to hear about on the internet for whatever reason. I mean, there's no like this one is not like real drama or this or that, but it's just no sad. Yeah. I mean, I guess maybe I could also just quickly say what is it to bring you guys in the loop. Basically, there is this streamer called Neurosama, which I think a lot of you might hear about already. Um, Wait, let me first try to figure out what the heck's going on here, and then I say a bit more, because now I'm actually confused on what to do here. Yeah, that's the other problem is that yeah, but yeah, where are we? Right. So I'm not sure like, where should I start. Maybe I should just start by saying what Neurosama is, or what my understanding of Neurosama is. But yeah, I mean, okay, so Neurosama is a streamer, um, VTuber, but except as the name might imply, she's not a real person. She's an AI. So it's a AI VTuber that's backed by LLM. Yeah, and she's quite popular for many. I mean, I'm not sure if it's surprising or not. Maybe I shouldn't be so surprised, but this is yeah. Why is it I cannot do this while working? I really should be able to do this while working. But yeah, I mean, she's yeah. Do I not this first? Okay, yeah. So right. So I have this, and then now I have DDS compiler. Hmm. Wait. So you want me to go into a file I just created and replace? Oh wow. Okay. So I want to replace okay, so there are four of these. So I will have to wait, what? Find selection. Oh. Okay. Is this how I want to do it? I want to do this and then I want to do the same on the other one, right? So I do this and then I replace and then I do the same. Okay, good. Yeah. So what was I saying? I want to well this is now okay, yeah. So basically, Neurosama is a VTuber that's created, like literally created by Beto, who is the programmer behind Neurosama. And but of course, that is not the entire thing because well, I mean, that he didn't do. Okay, I mean, I should just say, um, yeah, what's a good segue there? So Beto do all the programming, but of course, programming is not the only part you need to create VTuber. Otherwise, I would be a very good VTuber. I mean, as you guys see on the screen, basically, that you need like artists to rig and well to first design and rig the model, and that's where Annie came in. Basically, that Annie was another streamer, and I think she's yeah, I don't know enough about her actually, mostly because her what is it called alert notification is a bit too how should I say you will see uses that funny quote by Jose Malin, and that is that's just a bit too much for me. So yeah, I don't follow her too much, but basically Vettel and Annie are kind of Neurosama's parents. In this VTuber, what is it called? In this VTuber sense, because you always well, I guess yes and no. So there's this okay, yeah, so now, I mean, what if I don't do anything? I literally just do, I mean, if I just literally just build from now, then what is going to happen? If I literally just build from this, then the thing is not going to work, right? Because I would have, wait, XC, XSG Mo 4? But I don't have that. I just have mix, I just have Mo and mix Mo. Um, well, first of all, I don't want this anymore. I do not think. And I also don't want this anymore either, I don't think. And then I will try to build this and probably not successfully. Let me see. So I just can I just do this? I think I can. Yeah, this is maybe a way to do it. And then the thing is, oh, it's actually going to work. Good. Yeah. Um, what was I going to do? I was going to build a thing. Are you going to work? But yeah, I mean, what was I going to say? What was I saying? I guess that's already slightly different from the quote unquote tradition of VTubers. Although even this tradition is a bit what is it called not a real tradition. Like there's just so many exceptions to the rule that I don't think it's a rule anymore. But basically the idea is that you kind of call the so each VTuber kind of has two parents. One of them, let me just close this. I keep getting notifications. Let me see. How do I? Wait, is it closed? I don't think that closes it, right? I don't know. Okay. Do I start GUI or do I literally just build? Let me just start GUI and take a quick look on what is this. I mean, chances are this is not what I just making sure this is not complete off and complete bad, then we can try to build it and watch the build field anyways. Because the build because I don't think the build is going to go through. But I mean there is that. Well, at least the thing seems to be fine so far. Question mark? Yeah, okay. Let me see. Yeah, so now sorry, I should, yeah, I feel I reached, oh, wrong command. I'm sad. Okay, yeah, no, this is fine. Let's try this again. Yeah, I feel like this is this is really funny because earlier I was just almost about to say that I wanted to get better at multitasking, and then I realized that the second I try to spend just a bit more brain power chatting, I just type in the complete incorrect thing, incorrect command. I mean, that is. I mean, I'm not even tired right now, so there's that. I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, okay. So basically the idea is that the quote unquote tradition or the the non-tradition is that well the person who does the concept art is considered the VTuber's mother, or they call him mama, and then the person who does the rigging is the one called papa, or the VTuber's father. Rigging being the ones actually that makes who makes the VTuber actually not a PNG like I am right now. So yeah, let me see. What was I going to do? Yeah, yeah, so there is such a tradition like that. Um, and then, but then, let me see, what do I want to do here? Wanted to go here, and then, here, and Yeah, but then of course in Vettel's case, and I mean in Vettel's and Annie's case, that is kind of not true. Um, I mean Vettel, if I understand correctly, Vettel did, or maybe it's actually true now I think about it. Huh. So I guess my impression is that well, Annie did the concept art, of course, but for rigging, I actually don't know. I mean, I would guess that they would have to have done the rigging together, right? Because I mean, well, I mean, because I did not hear of any other rigger, so it has to be Annie. But then that cannot be totally the case because well, Neuro Summer is AI, so you cannot use the typical tool chain to animate her. So Vettel would probably have had to participated in her actual rigging and animating. So yeah, I guess maybe there are the typical Papa and Mama thing team as well. Now I think about it. But yeah, anyway, so that is the kind of background, and that has gone for some time. But then basically recently, Annie has decided that she was quitting the team and not collaborating with Redo and Neurosama anymore. Not because there is like drama in the usual sense, but because well, basically she caused feelings for Redo, and then yeah, but the feelings were not reciprocated. So she was heartbroken and she feel like she could not, stay in could not do this could not basically keep her professional boundary anymore. So for the sake of her sanity, she's just not gonna be part of the project anymore. Um, yeah, so that is basically the news. And I don't know, I feel like we are all so surrounded by sad news like this every day. So I don't know what to default value 0, yeah. So was looking at that. Um I don't know why am I always explaining I mean why am I always like talking about like describing the news here? But I guess that is kind of where we are at right now. I don't need that V, right? I just need this. Yeah, okay. So now I can do this is yeah. So but I guess I don't know, there's just so many negative news recently. I mean of course like should I do, and I mean I should and I do to some extent that I care about the world out there. Basically, the world out there being like all the wars and political unrest and things like that. But I mean, being Taiwanese, there is a maybe I don't know how much do I how should I say it? I guess in terms of U.S. politics, I or I guess even all the Western stuff, maybe I don't really. I mean, I'm aware of them, of course, and I do feel, you know, sad that there is a war in, and I mean, I stay up to date with like the Gaza thing and all of that. Um, but yeah, this is a how should I say it? It's like maybe the way to say is that I don't feel as strongly as some other people might be the way to might be the way I say it. Yeah. Oh wait, this is all version 1, right? This is her. Otherwise, this would be really really annoying. Um, I mean, I just copy and paste it, and then and then I look at the change log might be a fastest way to determine that. Yeah, this seems to be O with suffix 1.0, and that would imply the thing is version 1, if I did not get things incorrectly. Um, yeah, I don't know, like, I mean, I am kind of shouting, right? So I kind of don't, the world out there is scary and sad. So I feel like, I don't know, it is something that at some point, I just, for lack of better term, I guess I kind of just get apathic, um, and kind of just lost hope, kind of thing. Because it's not like, I don't know, it's not I could really do much myself, even if I wanted to. I guess that's not right thing to say either. Because I mean, or at least I don't know, within my abilities, I mean, okay, so I'm not going to uproot my life and sign up for military in Ukraine, even if there was technically an option. And as a grad student, I don't really make enough to support them financially either. So, it's things like that. And I mean, I can say a lot in race awareness, but I don't know. Like, there is what am I going to say, right? And I don't know. I feel like the thing is that I just don't know enough. I'm not social enough for this to really matter. Like, right now, my circle of influence is close to zero. So yeah, I feel like it's I mean, I haven't really given this enough thoughts as I probably should to begin with, but I feel like, or maybe I had and I forgot, I don't know. But I feel like this is a situation where I'm just kind of powerless, you know? As sad as that is to put in words, I feel like, what is this? Oh, there, yeah, and does it say version 1? It doesn't even have a version. Yeah, that's fine. I would just assume that that is right. Okay, so I mean, there's no to tell, but yeah. Uh, okay. Now what? Now I want to move on to the next block, of course. Okay. Oh, um, sorry, I forgot something. Let me see. Forgot something programming wise. Yeah, this is a Wait, or did I not? Is there anything to copy? There's literally nothing. Yeah, then maybe I did not forget anything because this is literally just a what is this doing? Yeah, this is unfortunately the kind of stupid thing that my senpai is saying. This thing, there's like literally zero wires. I mean zero registers in here. All of it is just wires. It's just connection. This thing is stateless. So yeah, and now you have IP wrapping wrapping a very simple thing. That's just overkill. But yeah, I mean, with let's say low, I mean this is what it is. So now we move on to the next IP. Okay, how do I do a match case? Yeah, okay. So I do, yeah, why not this? Is this the one? Doesn't seem like it. I mean, it has to be somewhere. Tagger. That's funny, and maybe not a correct thing. Where is it? Oh yeah, I feel like the other thing that I kind of learned from from multi-boxing in World of Warcraft, I mean just dual boxing, um all the way back is that there are some, I mean I don't know, like it's like humans are not naturally the technical term is multi-threaded, but basically humans are not naturally able to split their attention perfectly in two. So the what is it called? So the closest thing that I feel I could do was to pretty much just a is to pretty much just kind of what? I was blind. It's literally right here. Okay, yeah. So closest thing I felt like I could do was to literally there's another one. Do I but what? But this is oh, this all makes this looks like object file. Makes it look like it is binary, but it's not binary, is it? And then you have this, which is a which has to be updated as well. That's excellent. Okay, that's fine. Let's at least do a first half. Okay, so what was I saying? Am I looking at the correct thing? I think I am. Yeah, okay, I am. Good. Okay, yeah, so is that basically humans are not able to well, that's not true. I cannot make general statements of humans. I mean, basically, we have enough of counterexamples, especially including the Oshita I have. Although I guess the funny thing is that even she didn't know how she does it herself. But yeah, I mean, so maybe I can only speak for myself and say that well, for me it's difficult for me to like what is it called to split my attention span to perfectly in half and be kind of working on both with working on more than one task with okay-ish what is it called productivity or I'm not sure if productivity is the right word to use because the like when I was World of Warcraft, so I was not being productive just by having logged into a game. But yeah, like having a reasonable amount of focus, I guess, for both tasks. So yeah, like for example, right now, I mean, I'm doing like okay-ish until just now. I need to give this a second thought, and kind of voice this is a XE stream and not XE Lite. But anyways, yeah, either that or it kind of or it puts my brain in overdrive like in the last like 2 minutes, and then I feel like this is not something I can keep up for like even a couple hours or even for a half an hour, because like you just cannot. I mean, yeah, that is just too tiring. Even for smartest person, and I mean, I'm not smart. Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe I should not say one word or another. But yeah, I mean, this is just hard. So yeah, I don't know. Text practice low, I guess. But yeah, what was I saying? 88. Do you have any parameters? You do have parameters NDDS8. Okay. But yeah, I guess I mean that was kind of well okay, so I at least this part is kind of the closer to what I was hoping when I turned on OBS. Basically now we are actually having a reasonable amount of chatting while doing this. So yeah, this is 16, yeah. Um but yeah, okay, so I guess maybe I quickly going back to the thing is I'm not even sure if I want to go back to a topic of like geopolitics because I mean, yeah, this is something that I guess people always love to talk about, no matter if they are actively involved or not. But it's not like we really can do much. It's kind of like I don't know. No, I don't want to make a bad analogy, so maybe I'll just leave it there. That there's not really to. I don't know. Yeah, so maybe it's always a struggle to come up with something that is worth chatting about here. Um, and I mean, like I was saying, I kind of decided last time that it hopefully should not be what is on the screen right now, because this is incredibly. I maybe it's not like boring per se, but this is no, this is boring, right? I mean, even if I attempted to explain what I'm doing, this is just repetitive. I'm just like, yeah, maybe I can just say that I am translating one programming language to another, and that is by nature very. I probably should not monitoring my own stream. I mean, there's probably nothing to monitor. I mean, realistically, except to check that my microphone's on. Is my microphone on? Wow, I'm very low. Am I supposed to be this low? Um, test mic, one, two, three, test mic, test mic. Should I? Yeah, I guess this is the one of the reasons why I should be monitoring this. How do I do this? I remember having done this before. I mean, literally last time, right? So, let me see. Oh, there is that. How about I do, I don't know, like, I want to say five. Yeah, let's start with five and see if it helps. Okay, yeah. I mean, the other thing is that like I don't know, maybe I'm just listening to music super loud or something. But I don't know. No, I mean I'm not even thinking that it's that loud. I mean my thing is literally at 16% volume. But I guess the good point, a good what is it called? Actually, let me try to hear myself and see what's happening here. Yeah, I'm still much lower than yeah, I'm very confused because I'm much lower than the music. But then this is but then you see this is about the same part on the slider, and this is like going red already. So what the heck? Am I just not speaking closer to a mic? Oh, yeah, maybe let me try to speak a bit closer to a mic, and now the thing's red. Um, and now there's stream delay, so I cannot actually hear myself. I guess the other thing is like, what? How am I speaking, right? This is scoffed. This is beyond scoffed. This is beyond scoffed. Let me see. Wait, let me see. Oh, am I not turning a mic in the Yeah, maybe my mic is not angled correctly. Let's see. No, I mean that makes no sense either, right? Because I mean the thing is that this is already red, which means my mic is set up correctly. And oh, wait, did I? No, this five is applied to the right thing. No, I mean the input is right. Um, oh, staticky, oh, staticky. This is so strange. You know what? I will check about later. This is and do some experiment later. This is so bad. The other thing is I'm not sure how loud or how quiet should I be. Like I mean, how loud should I be? I don't know. Like my entry level does not allow me to be very to maintain this volume for next like 3 hours. Uh, sure, yeah, whatever. Um, yeah. Anyways, let's see what do we have. So we want to do yeah, we want to just keep copying and pasting code while chatting, and hope that this is figured out one of these days. Uh, I guess the other thing I could do is to wait. I don't have any local I don't have any filters applied locally, do I? I don't think so. I mean, this that would be very funny. I really don't think I have a filter applied. I mean, I do have noise cancellation. Wait, I do, yeah. I do have noise cancellation applied locally, but then this is a I hope it's not canceling what I'm speaking right now. I mean, this is, if I look at this, this is a, this is noise suppression, and I don't think I'm speaking. I don't think I'm making noise. I mean, I'm making noises right now, but I'm not making that kind of noises. Yeah, I don't know. This is so strange. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I almost want to say that I need to buy a better mic, but I know that's not true because I mean the one I have right now, it is already a streamer mic, so it cannot be that bad. So yeah, I really don't understand what's going on here. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, technical difficulties, or maybe I should just speak louder to compensate and this or that, or the other thing is that you guys can just make me louder on your side. Yeah, this is a resculpt. Yeah, that's a funny thing. I actually also did the same. I applied the same thing. I don't want to click this, otherwise it can see my face. I mean, one of these days, I mean, I'm not trying to hide anything. Oh yeah, the other day I was actually going to take a picture at my office, and I forgot. One of these days I will, or I don't know. One of these days I would try to look a bit better and post some pictures. But yeah, I mean, where am I? Oh, this should not be that, should it? This should be this, and that should be Sorry, I should not. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, just 1 minute here. Yeah. Okay. So what were we talking about? Oh, right, right. Yeah. So splitting attentions. I'm not sure why my Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like the other thing is that the kind of thing that I talk about might or may not be very relatable. Because I'm just this is actually a worry I had earlier today. Basically that I am maybe a bit worried that what I am doing might not be the content might be not so relatable. Because I mean, this programming thing is not meant to be relatable. And then now I'm chatting, but then this chatting, I feel like my worldview is so strange that this is maybe a bit difficult to for regular. No, I mean I shouldn't say regular. Um, uh, you know, so I don't know, like it's not ever going to hit mainstream or anything, so maybe it's fine. Um. But it's just a bit. I don't know. I guess fine. Then maybe I should just say it's observation that I'm because what I'm doing is so, or I guess my experience is so non-standard that I do not think this is a that I don't think this is I don't think what I'm doing is relatable. Do not set a number. There's no magic number. That is fine. Okay. What was I saying? Right. Okay. Where was I? Yeah, yeah. So I mean, I can say things that are somewhat. I can, chat about topics that are hopefully relatable to maybe compensate for that, and maybe I do need to do that. Otherwise, the same thing would. I guess the other thing is that this kind of reflection. I'm not sure how much of this should I be doing on stream, because even just the fact that I'm doing this reflection already make this not very relatable, because it's like you guys are not. Well, I don't know. I guess you guys can at least learn from this. I mean, you guys are not. Most of you guys are not streaming, but or I don't know. But I guess this is maybe a way for me to still kind of share parts of myself, and that might already still be good. I don't know. Um, but yeah, I don't know. The other thing is that this no, I mean I'm just getting distracted by thinking about this, which is literally going to run like forever and ever, and then give me an error message, and I will just be very sad. But there's that. Um, yeah. So still though, because I don't know, like this is version 3. Wait, really? So you're using an older version, unless you're using more than one version, which would be very funny. Okay, so this is version 3, and then yeah, that's the only one that's used. You're not actually using version 4. Okay, good to know. Okay. Oh, this is huge. Okay, that's fine. Wait, let me right. Yeah, where are we? So we're yeah, so I guess maybe the thing is that, well, I mean, yeah, I don't know. There's always this maybe streamers are impressive because they are able to relate to people who are so different and make content for people who are so different. And maybe that's the main thing that I really need to learn. Um Again, not because I'm trying to like have like any audience size or whatever, but it's just something that I need to magic number is 8, right? Is it not 8? What was the magic number? It's 8. 8 times 16 is 100 and what 28, I think. Yeah, okay, this is right. And then this is double that, which is also right. Okay, good. Yeah. What was I saying again? Right, yeah. So maybe that is what makes them impressive, and that is maybe something I need to work on. Um, yeah, because I guess maybe there has to be some commonalities and some differences, right? Like so there are some things to relate, but there are also some but there will always be some differences, and I think that makes it. I mean, yeah, and I think that's good because otherwise there would be nothing for me to share. So yeah, um, this looks good. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So I guess I can either talk more about multi-boxing or about attention and things like that. I guess it is somewhat related. Anyways, so yeah, I mean, I forgot how much did I say about this, but I used to do a box in World of Warcraft. And that would be, I basically had a desktop and a laptop, and I just put the two machines side by side, kind of like the what you see in the first episode of No Game No Life, and just kind of control one character using each hand, and that worked. I mean, I didn't want to say that it works super well or anything like that, but then I was raiding like the earlier heroic bosses with my guild back then. And then I also was, doing some 2v2 arenas. I mean, I did not, of course, I did not really get very far, but I did win a few games. So yeah. The other thing is I mean, that really taught me quite a bit about how I am able to, or unable to split attention. Um, and I guess maybe one observation from back then is that, is that I can split attention. Um, Basically, I mean, no, like I cannot like really split my attention perfectly, but instead of that, if I start something on one side, like for example, if I'm just already know what I'm doing here, then I can kind of leave. So I can how maybe a right way to say it is that I can kind of switch my attention between one thing and the other as fast as I can, as often as I can. And of course, that is not perfect because context switching always comes at a cost. So it is so maybe that's not a perfect strategy either, but it worked. Um, Oh, by the way, so I stopped do boxing not because of any like bad reasons. Well, I mean yes and no, right? It was the reason was pretty much just that one of my machines broke, and there was that, and I never managed to go back to having two machines. Maybe one of these days I can buy a desktop or something, and then we'll be able to do it. If I care enough like this, I don't even know if I want to go back to playing so much World of Warcraft. I mean, funny enough, I still play right now because there's this Legion remix thing that's fun. But yeah, that is a fun thing. But yeah, I guess what I found is that I just need to somehow so some task, well, okay, maybe I can first say what works, and then I can say what does not work. So what works, to some extent, at least for the whatever, I don't know. Actually, I don't know if I toolbox for entire year. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Let me see. I did all throughout the entire Legion first, what is it called? The first season of Legion, including leveling characters to the max back in Legion, whatever magic number it was. And then throughout the first season, throughout the I did quite a bit of Nighthold as well, and Tomb of Saqqaras, some of Tomb of Saqqaras as well. And then I stopped dual boxing for last year. I actually took a break in between as well. So I don't know. I think that was probably more than a year. Yeah, so from what I've learned throughout that year about myself, on the technique side and splitting attention side was pretty much just that. That I could not what is it called? That I cannot perfectly split attention, cannot perfectly split my attention, and the context switching is but I can, but context switching gets me I mean I don't know like far enough for things to kind of work. But only kind of work because there are also maybe a tricky part I should say is that there are some tasks which I mean in like multi-threading terms I guess. Actually, I'm not even sure if this is the right term or not. But basically, there are kind of tasks which are quote unquote blocking. Basically, it would take my entire attention span, and I kind of have to do the kind of have to yeah maybe a right way is to say CPU bound basically those tasks. So I have to just kind of is that I mean CPU bound is or compute bound is maybe the way to put it. I'm not sure how else to put it further, but yeah, this is a all of these are flows by the way. Um, yeah, and like for example, that just now was a CPU bound task. Um, that I had to actually try to figure out what is going on here. Such and this as well. And those kind of put a wrench in everything that I was not able to figure out at least even near the end of my dual boxing journey. Basically, the idea is that, well, now there are some tasks like that just now would take basically my entire attention. And then, yeah, yeah, like that just now, see? So basically, I will have to pause for a moment. So okay, so maybe I can first say what I've always tried to do, and maybe say that even though that it describe what I did, even if that is maybe not the best thing to do, and then I can say how do I to make this a bit better. So what I've always done was pretty much just as you can see, just try to shift my attention to a task for until it's done, and then I context switch right after. But then that, of course, that might not work because then the other side is just completely idle until I'm done with the task. And that is kind of wait, S is S is in and M is yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, I have things on the right side. See, um, yeah. So wait, am I okay? Yeah, good. Yeah, and I feel like I was saying, like even until the near the end, I didn't figure out how to multitask well, and I feel like that might be something that I, funny enough, need to learn more. But I wish Ina does more drawing streams, then I would be able to like watch how she do it. Yeah, I feel like that is the other thing. I should just stop streaming drawing like after a certain point, and it's so sad. Oh, this is literally just for the exact same thing. Okay, probably can shove into a loop. Um, wait, what are the sizes? Where's oh, same size. Um, yeah. So yeah. I guess that is the other thing that I don't know, like sad thing about streaming. I think I might mention as well that there was also I don't know this yeah, there's so much I can say about why I like Konoha more now. Um, but yeah, or I guess maybe the why there was this. Maybe I should put it this way. There's this period of time where I really like Ina, but then there was but maybe I guess it's she kind of like changed her well both changed her streaming direction a bit, and I mean of course it's something that I mean I will have to respect because I'm just a viewer, right? But then that is also kind of I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this is something. If I want to say it's something that motivates me to start streaming, I don't think that's true either. But it is. Yeah, it is strange. Do I actually want to put this in the loop? I think I do. Yeah. Um, like at some point she did a lot more drawing streams, and she was also I don't know like I'm not sure if flirty is the right term to use or not, but like there was this yeah maybe there was the right term, yeah, I don't know. But then of course then she's basically pretty much like just stop giving fan services or give her very little of it and then yeah. And I mean it kind of makes sense for a long term health of a stream, but then you know, for people who like those kind of content, it's a bit sad and a bit lonely for them, I guess. Lonely being, the Japanese like sabishi thing. But yeah, so it's kind of. But then I don't know what else that to really say about this situation. Yeah, I don't know. Like, why do we start talking about her? I don't know. Oh, right. Attention span. That is why. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I mean, this is a Do I need this? I don't. I just do this. Um, that should be right. Um, yes, okay. Right. So, wait, taking another pick. Okay, yeah, this seems right. Where are we? Right, yeah. So this was a little bit, but I mean, okay, yeah, you're right. So, drawing stream, like, I feel like she's or was when she was doing drawing streams was a quite a bit better at splitting attention than I am. But I mean, funny enough, I mean that was who knows if that is the reason why she stopped streaming it, because it just also puts quite a bit of a don't know how much what is it called, don't know how much strength does it put on the I mean, strength as in, attention requires too much attention, and it's tiring, I guess. I mean, basically, at least like that was kind of what she says as well. That I mean, if she's doing both drawing streams, both offline and on stream, then basically, then all she's doing is drawing, and it's just too much. Yeah, and then she just completely burnt out. So yeah, so I don't know. Like, I mean, it's understandable, but still, like, it's the kind of the typical. I mean, maybe typical, maybe not, but it is a difficult question, right? That, well, if your OC cannot, if your OC changes her content or stops giving the kind of content you like, well, do you switch? Do you switch OCs? I don't know. I mean. Like, she's streaming like Pokemon Day her today, and I still want to watch her VOD sometimes. So it's not like I actually switch OC. Um, I mean, yes and no, right? There's this Gachikoi thing that I stopped doing because it is because it's just direction of her stream now, or the I mean, like or like yeah. Um, right, yeah. So. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe going back to the attention thing for a bit. Maybe I guess the point is that I need to. The thing is, I don't know who else to watch, because I feel like, as funny as it is, like, I feel like it is strange. Well, not strange, but I don't want to say unusual, but it is. How should I say it? Um, basically what's I saying here? Like, the way I consume content is maybe I don't even know if this is a right or normal way to consume content or not, because I live under a rock, I guess. But basically the I don't want to call it yeah, maybe situation is the right word to use. So the current situation is that I kind of just consume content from maybe one or two streamers, or fine, more than two, but not as many as I'm not like Daretemo Daisuke, even if a lot of people are. Um Although I don't know where do I place myself, honestly. Um, yeah, I don't know. But still, like, I feel like because I don't watch enough streams, now I don't know how to do streams either. Yeah, and I feel like, I don't know, that I could always, maybe one thing is that I could always attempt to. No, I mean, the thing is that it's hard to find streams that I enjoy, right? Because I feel like people who I like, the streamers that I like, it's kind of like songs that I like all have a certain quality that I don't know, that is not super mainstream. Um, like, I don't know, the usual popular streamers are quite I guess maybe one way to look at it, or one way to think of it, is kind of like, yeah, maybe let me just put a concrete example, I guess. Like, for example, a lot of people like maybe yeah, I'm just throwing random names out here, so I don't have this don't have anything for against these streams. Yeah, actually, maybe Emilu is a good example. I was going to say also Aspalu from Whole Life, but Emilu maybe also makes sense. But yeah, basically there are people who are just quite extroverted, and it's like they are full of maybe I don't know. It's I guess in terms of I guess also Subaru specifically, it's like people just kind of compare her with like Sunshine, right? Basically, that just very outgoing and very warm person. But then I feel like that is I don't know too I guess I don't know too upbeat and too uh yeah, I don't know. It's just the feeling and texture, for lack of a better term, of the stream is just not something I can get into because I am more of a I don't know low energy, and I don't want to say very sad, but um yeah, a more quiet person, I guess. And slightly darker is maybe the right way to put it. So yeah, it's like Ina also used to have this like dark-ish jokes about about suffering and things, and I feel like that is kind of the I don't know, like maybe the kind of like slightly degenerate or slightly suffering, slightly negative vibe is maybe what I in some sense like a bit more because I look up to I think this might be a funny way to put it, but I kind of admire I like and I guess in some sense admire people who not the people who are naturally positive and happy, but people who you know find courage to get out of bed every day and you know and somehow find the courage to people who have to choose to live and they make the active decision to live is maybe the what I you know who I really look up to and what I really like is that despite the I guess maybe having this I guess I don't know like without a better term, without a better way of describing it, it's almost like a debuff in video game terms, I guess. That people just have this debuff that constantly drains their sanity point, but they still decide to, but they are not. But for those people who have this debuff, but then still chose to, you know, but still choose to face every day. That is the kind of people who I admire, and not just that, but try to face every day gracefully. And yeah, and I think I admire that because so I guess here's the thing. Like I have this thing where okay, disclaimer. I'm not, I didn't get anything checked out, so I don't know if I actually am healthy or not. But there is this, like on a weekly-ish basis, I will get this thing where I'm just kind of incapacitated by something that's like purely, some kind of thing. And I just like kind of sit there, do nothing, maybe listen to music, and just cannot do much basically for like I don't know, an hour, 2 hour, however long. Yeah. It just feels terrible. So yeah, like I wouldn't feel like playing video games, wouldn't feel like going to sleep, or you know, it's just for lack of better term, just feel very sad, I guess. Um, but yeah, like I feel like for people with like a natural tendency to be, I don't know, melancholic or suffer a bit or this or that, and still decide to to, how should I say it, to live, I guess, without better description. Why do you have both versions in the on the block design? That is tilting me. Are you actually using both versions? I almost feel like one of them should be disconnected. Okay, this is in use, and so is the other one. Excellent. Okay. Um, very good. Um, yeah. Maybe let me see this spell. Yeah. I guess the $1 million question is how many error messages do I get? Oh, not too many. Good. Let me. Oh, some problem here. That's fine. And then. Let me see here. Okay, then oh, so it is in axis extreme max 8 and wait, which thing they're added to? Let me see. This entire situation is quite confusing, isn't it? Let me see here. Yeah, so I feel I don't know, like people who are like naturally maybe a little bit degenerate or a bit sad are maybe the kind of what I can relate to a little bit more for maybe good or bad reasons. I guess there is also the other suspicion or maybe maybe suspicions. I'm not sure how to phrase it, but think oh we should just wait SG mix mux 8 and then SG X this SG, but it is there. Let me see why is that not working because I need to. Oh, because I need to rename the thing. Okay. So, wait, why did I not DTS top? Okay, then. So let me see what do we do here with this current situation. We want to say, well, we want to first commit this because this is correct. Or it seems correct. Yeah, so I don't know. It's difficult because I kind of don't resonate with that many streamers. Um, yeah. Oh, maybe this is the a better example is you cannot love me. Because like the the amount of like fan services she does and the kind of chatting streams that she does and things like that, I almost at some point I almost really wanted to to start watching her and just keep watching her. But then there is this I don't know like mm, what's Antonino in Kala? Is it Yokala or something? How to pronounce this kanji? Let me try. No, this maybe is that the right thing? Let me see. Is it? No, wait, what? What? Maybe I should just ask ChatGPT. Yeah, because I actually don't know. What is it? Uh, ah, this, yeah, okay. That is, yeah, 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 okay. Yeah, yeah. So I feel like that is maybe the other reason why I just could never get really into like Yuhana Lami's stream. I feel like she just I mean a lot of people really like her. I really wish I could as well, but it's just a bit too outgoing, I think, and a bit too bright, I think. Yeah. So yeah, I feel like that is, I mean, another problem is that. But then, so I guess I have the same problem with like following streamers and playing video games. Is that my interest is, I guess even just life in general, my interest is too what is it called? Too narrow. And because of that, I'm not really getting I'm not seeing enough of different things out there. So I kind of don't know how to it's a typical uh yeah, funny enough, like, people always make fun of Taiwanese engineers that at least in Taiwanese society, that people would say that, well, engineers are very what's the term? Very I don't know how to, yeah, very intel might be the might be the perfect way to say it. Yeah, and just kind of don't know what is out there, right? So okay, so I want to do this, and then I want to do the same with the other one as well. Yeah, let me see, where is it? Blind, am I? Yeah, I'm actually so blind. Um, yeah, I mean, I guess the other thing is that I actually feel like my colleagues are even a bit worse than I am. But then I guess it's also because I actually took a bit of time working between what is it called? Between undergrad and grad school, just spend a bit of time working out there. So I feel like that might have helped me just a little bit. Yeah. Is this going to fix anything? Um, yeah, and I feel like this is maybe typical problem with like I don't know, at least Taiwanese engineers. Even though I'm not in Taiwan right now, and I'm not sure if I count as engineer, but hmm. Well, I guess just engineers in general, right? That they are, well, I don't know, like they use the term like 直男 or whatever. Basically, like people who are very 钢铁 or is 木头, I forgot. But basically, people who are like very how should I say it? Not very um Yeah, I don't know what's a nice way of describing this. You know what? I'm going to get a bit of tea and I'll be right back. Okay, yeah, good. Now the thing is kettle's boiling. So now let's quickly attempt to get back into this and see what the heck's going on here. Let me see. Yeah, so I don't know. Like, I feel like this is one of the things that that I really need to do better. I mean, I'm not making excuses that other people have the same problem, so I can kind of what is it like what's the term, like cut myself some slack. But then that is not true, right? Because most people are not doing what I'm doing right now, which is actually turning on OBS and doing this. I guess the other thing is that, funny enough, like I feel like, I mean, so for the longest time, I kind of wanted to just be like one of those like normal, boring programmers, but now I don't think that is what I want to do actually. Um, Also loops back to why I thought maybe things are a bit that I would be a bit unrelatable, because I feel like what I'm doing is what is it called, like, I feel like even for like between all the other like, engineers or programmers or whatever, like my personality type is actually slightly different as well. Wow, that is not okay. That is bad, isn't it? Um, huh? What am I looking at? Um, I'm sure the thing is not actually empty. So why did it say it's empty? Oh man, this is really worrying me, isn't it? Let me see. I think this is something I can fix. I just need to figure out how to fix this. This is not, I think I'm not stuck. I hope I'm not stuck. So let's see. 25, 17. Oh, you don't have any, do you have a better line number? Let me see. Or I mean, I can quickly scroll through this to see if I can find anything unusual. Oh, because I did make like a bunch of changes and now one of them is bad, isn't it? That is slightly annoying. Let me see, let me think. Worries me, really worries me. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to get stuck into this like deep rabbit hole of debugging again, which is really disappointing because I was having so much fun chatting about things. About, well, I mean, VTuber Oshis and likes and dislikes and things like that. And about other programmers or other engineers. But but now we have a bug, and this thing doesn't let me scroll far enough above to. Oh, I guess this helps. Yeah. So it is saying that this is argument to this cannot be empty, but this is not empty. So that means something in here is not being recognized, which means either this is bad or this is bad. Um, it's hard to say. Oh, SG translator is bad. Maybe, yeah, because SG translator. No, it cannot be, right? Because there is literally nothing there for it to be bad for. Like the thing's empty. But then CDC sync is a thing. Like, I think I have both, right? CDC sync and then I have SG translator. Yeah, I have both. So what is going on here? Um, what's going on here? Let me see. Um, the third one. Okay, so SG translator 3. Okay. So you are saying that this is oh, that would do it, wouldn't it? Wait, is that what I wanted to? No, that's not what I want to do, right? What was it? Um, no, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Let me see if I can quickly look at the history of this file. I know there's a easier way to do it in Visual Studio, but I don't know it, so I'm just going to do this a dirty way. Assuming I can find the repository in this huge list. Let me see. Yeah, this is very yeah, so this is what I mean by Pico makes me sad because like I was having so much fun and now I'm not having fun anymore. I mean, that is why it is. Yeah. Where is this? Projects and then well, let me finish making tea first because the thing is finished boiling. Actually, now thinking about like things about what is called about things being not relatable, maybe I should just chat more about food or about drinks because those things are always relatable. Yeah. Right. Yes. Okay. Good. So where am I? Um. Figuring out what the heck's going on here, of course. Um. And hopefully not spill tea on myself, otherwise I would be incredibly sad. Okay, good. So it is either this is wrong. So let me see. This is line 444. Very funny number. I want to look at a certain point in the history. So let me see. I don't know, here maybe. And then take a look at this and the same line 444. Okay, so you have this and you have this, and this is the correct, yeah, this is the correct thing. I don't think I did this part incorrectly. So why is it that you have, no interface pins matched? Do I need to start bisecting? I really don't want to bisect. Yeah, what do you mean by this? Unless there is, I mean, can you tell me something that is a bit more meaningful? I mean, just this is really, this is not telling me much. I mean, right? So this is saying that, or maybe, wait, let me see. So you are connecting this to that, but then there is no, okay, yeah, so you're saying that this thing does not have this thing. So why is that the case? Well, what is a SG translator? SG translator is, well, I don't have a ST proc axis. So SG translator. What's going on here? Um, I mean, at least this would be somewhat accurate about how this thing makes me sad because now I'm actually incredibly sad right now. I was almost thinking that by doing this with a stream on, this was going to not take too many of my sanity points, and now I feel like my sanity is dropping so quickly that this is not even fun. Yeah, I feel like there's a problem with this kind of project. That I feel like for other kinds of project, I mean, it has the parts that take sanity points, but this is not this kind of, I don't know, like almost like despair, where I just feel like this is not fixable. Where I just feel like I have no way of fixing this. It's not like for other projects when I have a bug, I kind of know how to fix it. But or this I kind of have a strategy on how to fix it. But for this kind of thing, I actually think like I'm just totally just stuck because I don't know what to, because there's not much I'm able to do here. Um, what's going on here? Wait, is this the one that gets no, this is not renamed. So you do have clock signals, right? Unless, wait a moment here. Do you have a, yeah, this looks like this. Should be right. Um, let me see. How do I do this? Um, let me think, because this is actually such a headache. Oh, I mean, I guess one way to do this scientifically is to basically just, well, replace both sides of this with the original with what they were before, and hope the thing compiles. And if it does, then we change it back one by one. Um, that is slightly annoying, but might be what we have to do. I guess even before that, like, wait, 1 0 1 3 4 5 6 7, and then what's going on? 0 1 3 4 5 6 7, and then there's two. Okay, yeah, but then this is fine. The order is off, but besides the order being off, what else do I know or care? Um, I mean, if I don't, then I could just literally just say oh, not this. Wait, is this the correct one? It is. So I guess I just have to I can revert this later. Right now I just want to see a thing actually go through. Okay, so then now why am I so blind? Okay, there we go. So okay, if I did this, then I go back here and try to do this. Is it going to work? Yeah, I feel like the other thing said like this grad student thing just send checks me so much that this is yeah, I'm not sure, like I don't know. That I'm not sure what is a good yeah, maybe this is, wait, is this it, did it compile? It did, right? Yeah, it did compile. I mean, it did give some warnings, but it did compile. Okay, so then now the well, I mean, there's too many $1 million questions, so maybe right now there's no more $1 million questions. But there is, but a funny question I should say is why did it not compile when I changed this over, right? So let me see. Do I want to change them one by one? Or do I just switch it? Do I just literally reverse this and what was it? So 0 and then 2. Wait, is this alt type? Is that what's going on here? I mean, let me see. So this is what? This is SG translator, and this is alt type, default 0. And then now I have this that is what I have, right? Let's check. So I have this, and then I have SG translator, where I have alt type is default 0, and then I have this thing where I have setting of properties here. There's nothing that looks super funny here. So when I did this, did I do things correctly? Let's check. So I changed this 0 to okay, so there's nothing exciting here. Change this to that, and then I change this to number 2, change this to number 0. This is to 0 as well, right? Close that. And then this, and then that, and then that. Yeah, I don't get what's wrong with this. I mean, the funny thing I could do is to literally, is to literally just grab this and try to compile it again and watch it without it work again, which would be really funny, wouldn't it? Let me see here. Is that what I want to try? I mean, okay. So let's say I try this and I discard changes, and then I go back, and then I close project, and then I rerun this. Then this is going to break. I mean, it. I guess I can at least like stay here and watch how it breaks. Okay, so it is saying what? Okay, there's no mismatch. It's just clock value having being funny clock values. Okay. Then what? No interface pins matched. So what do I do? Do I literally just send a message on Slack and call it? I mean, in that case, I'll be able to make it to enough stream. I'll be able to eat. But then this feels so unsatisfying because I want to fix this and chat a bit more. What is going on here? Okay, fine. So SG translator 3, which is the wait a moment here. Okay, so which one is which? SG translator 3. Um okay, then let me try this again. So if I did literally just one, then what happens, right? So if I did literally what was the thing? feel like my sanity point is dropping so quickly that this is not funny. But there's that. Um, yeah, I feel like since there's no real way of avoiding send checks and send trends while doing this, I need to figure out how to. Yeah, this might be a unique challenge with like programming streams because you get send checks so often. Okay. So the first one does not fail, but all the other ones later starts failing. Okay. Unless, well, I mean, okay, if I did this and the fifth one fails, then that would be funny, but you know, mm, is this the fifth one? Yeah, the fifth one. Okay, and then I would attempt to replace just all of this. If it still fails, I'll replace the number. What is it called? The second one as well. But for now, let's try this and try that and see if this works. Because if it does, then I can and go into a GUI to see if there's something that I can understand. Okay, yeah, the second one also fails. That is shouldn't say surprising. Okay. So I replace this with this again, and then I go here. Why do I have so many ChatGPTs open? Okay. Yeah, I need to figure out what to do when I'm getting send check like this in terms of stream. Because this is a yeah, there's a difference between having okay. Yeah, I mean there's a difference between like making dark jokes and things like that and getting actually hard send check like this. I mean I might as well fix I might as well just replace the other one, right? Because it's going to break anyways. Yeah, because I don't know, like it is I don't know, I mean yeah, there are things that I'm not even sure if this is like the good kind of right. So earlier I was saying that about what kind of content I like. I guess I'm also a bit worried. This might be a right thing to. Oh, is it just filmed to something else? I hope not. Yeah, that I sometimes worry that I'm kind of like a Kotomine killer in phase zero, where I just kind of like to watch people suffer. But then even if that were the case, then the streamer and the audience resembles a streamer, I still don't think I'm I still don't think I'm suffering in the way that is a what is it called? I don't think I'm suffering in a nice way that makes it worth watching. Like it is just suffering and not a good content kind of suffering. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, okay, so if this actually does not work, then I will attempt to yeah, then I guess I would just have to send a message, right? Because this is actually really confusing. Unless this is telling me something nice, I don't know. I mean, I don't think this is telling me anything meaningful here. Um, uh, I mean, I'm not sure if any of this is going to tell me anything meaningful. I mean, I guess I'm looking for if there's anything unusual about this, but I don't know if there is actually. I mean, there's this, and then there is this is a parameter, right? Or is it not a parameter? No, it is a parameter, right? So you have a parameter, you have a bunch of different outs, and then nothing here really matters. Okay. Then I have maybe I can just quickly, yeah, you know what? What is it? Kick SG translator, is it? Kick SG translator. What do these things say, right? Um, that is strange. Okay, maybe I'll just send a message and call it because there's actually no what is it called? There's literally no yeah. So I'm turning into a more normal enough fan, which is good. Actually, I'm not sure if what I don't know why it's good anymore, but yeah. So like I don't know if things were a bit different. I feel like Mume could I could no I think there was something that ended before it started. Oh, of course, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I guess the other thing is age thing, right? Like I feel like Mume is just like so much. Well, I shouldn't say how old or how young I am, but I feel like there's enough age gap that I don't think I would start like Mume, so I just did not try. Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe age gap is smaller than I thought. I don't know. People always say she's in college, but there was also some past life things that suggest that she might be in grad school instead. But yeah, I don't know. At this point, it doesn't matter anymore. Yeah. But I feel like the vibe of the stream might be something that I could have liked. I really don't know. I should not look at that while things on. Is it start? Yeah, there's a start. Yeah. Okay, good. Um, I feel like my sanity is still dropping, and this is not fully healing me. I feel like I probably should be healed by this stream, but I did not. But I'm not. Okay, so I should just Okay, should I just try to summarize what is going on here? So okay, so I have this, and then can I replace the does a bug happen if I replace even just first one? Let's find out. Let's just do this just in case because I don't know what's going on here. Okay, and then let's say I replace just the first one. Okay, so I replace the yeah. Let's say if I replace just the first one. Yeah, if I replace literally just the first one, then what happens, right? I mean, because if this breaks, then that is enough for me to show my senpai. Okay. So Mm, right now, what do I have? What do I want to say to my senpai? I want to say that what is it? When I'm getting this, when I and what is it called? And on what source the final project dot Tcl because Tcl makes everyone sad. Mm, oh, good, yeah. Now back to the other stuff. Not sure if I want to. Yeah, I guess I could just try to wrap this up within the next 10 minutes so I can watch enough Pokemon stream. And eat because this is just taking up a bit too many of my sanity points. What is this? So I want this to be a kick thing, right? Yeah, um, uh, mm, oh, uh, um, I think I put this incorrectly, and this and the input to the above a let's say mis complaints. I don't know. Mis complaints that the inputs to Okay, yeah, maybe this is fine. Let me see. Okay, let me see. Yeah, undo this, what is called undo SC translator thing. SC translator, spinal block, or I don't know, RTO block. Is it called RTO? Um, I guess it is. I should care. You know what? Let's actually get the right term. Okay, so I do this, and then good. Wait. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but that is fine. Um, didn't didn't think you can do LS in there. Just muscle memory make me do that. Yeah, sorry. I feel like it's really bad, isn't it? That every time I try to do this, I would just end up with really terrible note because nothing works. And I guess I don't know. I maybe that means I should just run away before I continue complaining, because this entire situation is just so bad. Uh, is this RTL or what is it called? Like I feel like I don't know. This is the typical problem that that people are assigned to a project that they are not so good at, and then they are stuck. Uh, and that is kind of I don't know. Yeah, RTO. Okay. I, w- I wish I could just go back to doing the quantum error correction thing. But yeah, okay. At least I have a senpai that can help me with this, so let's just go with that. Okay. So, okay. So what do I do here? Okay. And the same branch as before here. Version. Issues like this situation. I don't think about it. For instance, um, okay. Since you should compile text like 3 plus minutes. Taking and replacing the following on this line with corresponding final HDL version. Um, unless I'm not grabbing this, but then I feel like I have to be right. This is, I mean, this is has a correct name, right? Um, Kick SG translate. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So I guess I don't know. Thank you for the meeting. I will see you next time. And don't know if I should stream this again or if I should just stream something else that is. I mean, it's always going to be send checks, of course, but I mean, there are different types of research. Some are steeper send check than others, and I feel like this is the really steep kind that I should not be, or maybe I should be. I don't know. I mean, as title says, this is just very sad and frustrating, and well, you get what was promised, so that's good. Okay, yeah, thank you. See you next time. Yes.